Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, formerly the Angel School, and we're here for our monthly angel reading, our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Scorpio for April 2022. So before I begin, I'd just like to welcome everyone who's returning to this series for this month, as also I'd like to welcome anyone who's new to our community. So welcome to you. And just give you a few little bits of information. First of all, I have already recorded the general monthly angel reading for the month of April. So I will put the link below this video in the description area so you can click on that and go watch that first. Also, I have, this is our 10th anniversary that I've been on YouTube. So as a special gift, I am offering my first time promotional offer reading, angel reading, to everyone. And you can get that reading as many times as you like this year. And we're going through a transition from the Angel School to Angelic Wisdom, and my designer is working on that. This is a busy month for him, so it's going to take a little bit longer than expected, but we just go with it, right? And so I'm just really grateful for, you know, everything that's unfolding. So let's take this time now to take a deep breath together. And really center on your heart space. And just be aware of the peace that resides within you. Be aware of the specifics of your vibration that are culminating into an alignment for you that is offering as a guidepost a profound sense of hope and a connection of love that is deeply enriching and deeply bonded. And this gives you a sense of purpose, a sense of direction. This allows you to feel safe and protected. It allows you to take inventory of your life. It brings a sense of new calming energies, and that also might come with some realizations of things that you need to release and let go. I'm seeing the Archangel Lavender, who works with Archangel Mariel with your soul star chakra, which is about the gifts that and talents that you've culminated over the ages, and when they come ready to come through, what might be preventing them is any type of healing in terms of forgiveness that needs to unfold. So that she's standing with you now. Open up your heart, open up your mind, your awareness beyond your awareness to the lifetimes of energies, connections and cords, relationships that might need healing, and that under the law of grace that you allow it to be, that you release any types of cords or vows, contracts, soul contracts that are no longer serving you. And the sense of eagle is coming through as well. So this gives us a sense of perspective. He's kind of looks very giant-like, as if he's looking down into our small worlds, right? And the perspective, the right giveaway. It's sort of like when you look at it from a higher perspective, you can see those patterns. They just, you know, very easily, and then not get caught up in them. You know, you recognize it for what it is. It gives themselves away very easily, some of these things, and you need to be aware of what they are. You are already aware of them, but now when you look at them differently, you see where they normally lead, and you can let that go. So let's take a look at the card here, the archangel that you're working with for this month. So what this tells me was Seraphina. This card says, be an ambassador for Earth, build your bridge to source. So this seraphim comes when you are ready to take on an ambassadorship, a service for the planet, for a greater purpose and greater good. And this is going to come to you in that form of hope. And what the ways that you find yourself challenged once you find that sense of purpose through that hope, whatever it is that gives you deep hope and joy and love, when you recognize what that is, then you need to be aware that the things that are going to come up are not there because you didn't do enough work. They're coming up because now you're ready to really let them go, meaning you're ready to be done with them. They're going to come up for you to recognize them, because now when you see them, they give themselves away. That you're going to have way too much spiritual common sense to give in to this, so that you can really focus on your mission, your purpose for being where you are, wherever it is that you are right now. And whatever it is that you're doing in your classroom, your Earth School classroom, whatever you're working on, this is going to be transformational, not just for you, but for the universe. So take to heart that this might be the big mission, and your healing and your being able to work through and move on to something else, or to invite more success into your life, might be that bigger picture of it, that energy that's coming through, not just for you, but for all of us. So be aware of that. You have a lot of knowledge, a lot of ancient knowledge and wisdom that Seraphina is holding. And it's coming back to you now. Okay. So let's take a look at the Major Arcana lesson that you're working with. It's the dreamer. Okay. And again, what we were talking about in that early part, this fits this, because this is what this is what we just described, that things coming together, a sense of purpose, that deep love, that hope. That's what motivates the journey for the dreamer or the fool here. That's exactly the experience. And he doesn't know where he's headed. It just looks like you're going to step off a cliff. But there's a path there that just keeps unfolding because it's new. You are creating your reality. You're creating that bridge. You're building a bridge to source. You're building a bridge to source, meaning that you are building a bridge towards the fulfillment of your desire. That is what source already is for you. Your source has already become what you've been inspired to do. And the only reason that now you are aware of it is because, and the reason that you feel that hope, because now you've been made aware of it, because you are ready for it. And so there is something that you're building, whether it's a new foundation for the planet, where you're somehow working to influence the foundations of our planet, the old paradigm, and shifting that. But whatever it is, don't take it lightly, and believe. It's a new beginning. You're starting a new cycle. And what this means is that everything is up for grabs, meaning everything is available to you. And what you don't get, because we often focus on, what do I need to get right? What do I need to do in order to get it right so that it comes in? That's not what's going on here. Everything is available to you because you conceived it. Nobody else is conceiving what you are conceiving in the way that you're conceiving it. And so everything is available to you because you're the creator of it. And all you got to do is work with what you have to start, believing that those things can be more than what they are now. And that as you keep believing that more things will come to you that you didn't even know were possible on your path, in your journey. And that this will keep unfolding until the realization of what you've envisioned becomes tangible, realistic to you. And just know that as you reach what you might call a destination, that point is just already the beginning of the next phase of something else. It's hard for us to understand that we actually take more satisfaction in going towards what we want rather than just arriving at it. We don't just arrive and sit and that's all we do. Then there's more, and that already starts to take place before you reach the destination. So sometimes we don't even recognize that we've achieved something because we're already in the midst of trying to create something else. But being on the journey of hope, and following that and pursuing it until you reach some facet of that dream, that light, is what your true purpose is. Because it might take you somewhere where you weren't expecting, which was really the point of your journey. So how you're working with this energy, your guardian angels are telling you, and see how she's walking that path. Here, the guardian angel, in the beginning, it's almost like the child grows up here. That's just for our story for a moment. At first, in the beginning, the little child, you think the angel would be in front of the child. No, because the child doesn't have many understandings to say no to its idea and its dream. So the angel stands behind the child, lets the child be its natural self. A child knows instinctively how to pursue source, how to pursue its own purpose of happiness, because that's all it really understands at that point until we teach it differently. Here, now the angel stands in front of us because we generally talk ourselves out of all of that beingness. And we now need that extra guidance, encouragement to follow because we're hesitant to follow the things. Look how those cups are they're falling under by the side, and it's sort of like, well, what did I do all that for? And now it's like this is no more use to me. It's it's how we think. But the thing is that it's about being able to let things go. Once we've achieved something, we have to let it go. It might be that what we've been working for is to set it up so that somebody else could enjoy it, or that it's there to make an impact in the world. And then we have to move on to the next thing that we're going to do that will impact the world, but we have trouble detaching. And so we end up getting stuck, and then we start to experience the cycles, and like our ego gets really active because it keeps us from wanting to move on. And then you're unhappy with the things that are no longer of service to you, because you're supposed to move forward. So what you got to focus on in this month, Scorpio, is moving forward, trusting your intuition. You have that sense of searching for something, of fulfillment, empowerment. Pursue it. Trust it. Have faith. Know that your angels are guiding you. It's time to build another bridge to the next achievement that Source has already become in full potential. And it's time to build a bridge to that source, and then another one, and so on and so on. Source is always calling you, and you are always catching up with it. So don't delay by being attached to things and not being able to let go. And that's what forgiveness is. It's that we can't let go of something, and it keeps us from being clear to follow our source, to catch up with what source already is. And what source is what you've desired. The culmination of everything that you've lived up to that point has caused you to desire to become this version of yourself. And source is that. And because you are not that yet, you've not allowed yourself to be that yet, you will feel challenged. You will feel negative emotions until you catch up with who you are, because you are not truly catching up with who you are. You are already it, but what you're doing technically is holding yourself apart from what you are by focusing on what is no longer serving you. All right, so for you, Scorpio, it seems like you have some deep inner work, not work, but it's a transformation, and you just have to turn your attention to the bright spot within yourself and keep going. So I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful month of April. God bless you.